Good afternoon, staff. I hope you had a great day with your kids today. This afternoon, we are going to talk about an issue that is really prevalent right now in our school districts, and it is the fact that our African American students and our Hispanic students are being underrepresented in our GATE programs. So right now, I want you to think about what percentage of the population you think is gifted or talented. So I want you to talk with your partner or just with someone sitting next to you, and you guys discuss what you guys think the percentage of the population is gifted. So I'll give you a minute. Okay, so let's look. Does anyone have any ideas of what the percentage of the population is gifted? Oh, not 8, you're close. Good, it is 10% of the population is gifted. So we need to be thinking about that when we're thinking of our school and our students. So 10% of our students should be in some type of advanced or gifted program. So let's keep looking. We're going to look at the 2006 GATE program percentages in California. This was the most recent look at our GATE programs and seeing the students that are in our GATE programs. So I want you to take out your handout that looks like this, and I want you to follow with me. It says that in 2006, the total amount of students in GATE program was 8.3%. So as we just talked about, there should be around 10% of our population should be in GATE. So right off the bat, we are underestimating the amount of gifted students we have in our school. So let's look. Whites make up 11.9% of our gifted programs. So that's a good percentage. But as we look at the African American students, we see that they are only 4.3% of our GATE programs, which is significantly lower than our white students. And as we look at the Hispanic students, we see that Hispanic students make up 4.8% of our GATE programs, which is just slightly higher than our African American students. So as you're looking at your chart, you can see that white students are represented so much more than the African American students and Hispanic students. So we are trying to find a way to combat that. So let's look at some of the ways that we are trying to combat that. So let's look at the excellent gap. Just to give you background, the excellence gap is the gap at the top of the achievement levels between minority and white students and between low income and more advanced students. This gap suggests that there is a lot of talent being squandered. So this suggests that we are underestimating the ability of our African American students and our Hispanic students due to low income or poverty or things of that nature. So we're going to look at the old GATE screening process that our district implemented. And this was just very recent. And going into the GATE program, you had to get a teacher recommendation. And so all students that were recommended by the teacher were able to get screened for GATE testing. This was a concern because it created an inherent bias. So we are trying to get away from inherent bias. And through this process, the GATE program did not represent the population of our school. So at our school, we have a lot of Hispanics and African American students at our school, and our GATE program did not represent the diversity that our school has, which is an issue. So how do we get away from